Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. So, what I want to do today is go over my WWE Money in the Bank prediction. So I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up to what I'm assuming is probably going to be the main event. Of course, we don't know how this card is going to actually play out, and who knows. Just please do not put Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal in the main event, please. So, let's start with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Gallows and Anderson versus the Bludgeon Brothers. As much as I would love to see Gallows and Anderson win, I'd say they have about a 1 in a million chance of winning this one. They're pushing the Bludgeon Brothers way hard. Really not losing anything. I know that Harper dropped that match on SmackDown, but I don't see it. I wish I did. I don't see it. I don't see it really being that great of a match. I kind of think it's going to be more of a squash, which is kind of what is typical of what the Bludgeon Brothers are doing. So I just don't see it. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Another just... Why is this on the card? Of course Bobby Lashley's going to win. Sami Zayn has a 0 in a million chance of winning. This just sucks. And it just continues to suck. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass for... Why do we need to see this again? Big Cass sucks. Why are you putting Daniel Bryan in this? It's just another joke of a match. I swear if Big Cass wins this match, it's like, what are you doing? I'm going with Daniel Bryan once again. Who cares? Here's another who cares. Roman Reigns, Jinder Mahal. Does anybody honestly think that Jinder Mahal has any sort of a stitch of a chance? None. 0. He hit the Colossus on Monday Night Raw too to get the one up on Roman Reigns, which is another indicator that he has 0 chance. So now we can actually get to some matches worth watching. Intercontinental title match, Seth Rollins versus Elias. Now, I think Seth Rollins is going to win because Elias did get the pinfall victory over him on Raw a couple weeks ago. Okay, so that doesn't make me feel comfortable about picking Elias. You know, even though that Rollins busted up his guitar from John Mayer last week, that was hilarious. This match will be sick, awesome. There's a couple. Of course, I'm not going to be mad if Rollins wins. I would love for Rollins to win. He's awesome. He's the best worker in the company right now. But here's what I'm thinking. Why not let Elias win? And let me tell you why. Elias deserves a push. What better way to get him over than have him beat Seth Rollins? And here's why I say to have Rollins lose. Because that then puts him into the WWE title picture where he belongs, where he should be challenging for the title at SummerSlam. Then what would be great is he beats Brock Lesnar to have Dean Ambrose return to be the heel that faces him in the feud for the main event from there on out. Now that, my friends, would be awesome. I'm actually going to pick Elias here. I hope that they go this route. I'm giving them way too much credit on their booking ability, and I doubt that's going to happen. But, man, would that ever be awesome if it did. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so now it's getting tricky. The men's side is a little bit more difficult. I really believe on the women's side that Ember Moon is going to win. But I have this sneaky suspicion they're going to do something with Natalya in this whole Ronda Rousey, Nia Jax, possibly Stephanie McMahon thing. Although Natalya did get the win on Raw, so that leads me to believe she's not going to win the Money in the Bank. And I just love Ember Moon. I think she's the best. She is amazing. I don't think Charlotte's going to win. She doesn't need Money in the Bank. But an outside chance that I think they should consider is Becky Lynch. They really need to start pushing her. Alexa Bliss probably not going to win. Naomi's probably not going to win. Sasha Banks probably not going to win. They're really great fillers. This should be a really good match. I really believe this will be a good match. Now, the men's Money in the Bank is interesting. Obviously, the odds-on favorite would be Braun Strowman, but that's way too obvious. Plus, he doesn't need the Money in the Bank. He can beat anybody at any time. He doesn't need it. So, where does that leave us? Well, it's tough because I could see Samoa Joe winning. I could see Finn Balor winning. I could see The Miz winning. I would love if Bobby Roode won. I doubt that's going to happen, but I wish it would. It's probably not. Rusev's probably not going to win, especially considering he pinned Samoa Joe on SmackDown. And with Samoa Joe losing, which he, even though he was screwed, I could see Samoa Joe and Miz kind of... I think that Finn Balor should win this match. I really do. I really do. I just have this feeling they're going to give it to someone on SmackDown, and I feel like it's going to be The Miz somehow. But once again, that's a tough call. Really tough call. I'm going to go ahead and pick The Miz. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to pick The Miz. I'm picking Finn Balor. Forget it. I'm sticking with Finn Balor. That's who I want to win and who I think should win. Carmella versus Asuka. I think Asuka's going to win. You know, it's always fun to see Asuka wrestle and to give any sort of interview so I can laugh. But I'm going to go with Asuka here. I can't see Carmella beating her unless there's some sort of outside interference. I've been hearing rumors that James Ellsworth might be returning. I certainly hope not. Man, but that could factor in here. I don't see it. Now, the Ronda Rousey-Nia Jax match, interesting here. Because Ronda Rousey had the one-up on Raw, I'm starting to feel like maybe Nia Jax is going to win this somehow. Here's what I see happening. I see Stephanie McMahon getting involved, or Natalya getting involved here, and them all turning on Ronda Rousey somehow, some way. Maybe she still wins. I doubt it, though. I don't see it. It's too early. It's too quick. I was hoping for a big build-up where she worked her way up and then eventually wrestled Charlotte at WrestleMania, but I don't really know what they're doing here. It's hard for me to see Ronda Rousey losing though so early, like when you're building her up like that. So, you know what? I'm going to go with Ronda Rousey. And then AJ Styles versus Nakamura for the 150th time in the last few months. Please let this bout end without some sort of BS ending. Please. Okay, last man standing, I don't see how it could. I think Nakamura's going to win. He's lost too many times now. I think he's at least got to get one win here. He's going to start losing all credibility. Okay, so I think he's got to get the win here. But it seems weird that he would win. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough because I see so many feud setups for AJ Styles, like with Samoa Joe, for example. But then again, you know, it's difficult to say. So I'm going to go with Nakamura here. Now, notably, not on the card, you know, that may be on the undercard or whatever. Nothing main here that I've mentioned is, you know, Dolph Ziggler not being on the card with Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton not having any sort of big thing. You know, the B team will be tag teaming against the Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. That's, you know, that's tough to say. It's the way they're pushing the B team. I kind of think they're going to get the win. They should. They deserve it. But then there's a lot of filler BS and things like that. They want to make the show 4 hours. But like I said, the first 4 matches I read off were garbage. Nothing but pure boredom. So I don't know what they're exactly going to do. I tried to cover the main matches, the ones we actually care about, or the ones that are going to be on, you know, the mainstream. So we'll see what happens. I'll have a follow-up video to do on it once, you know, the results come in and everything. So that being said, www.elitefitness.com/videos. You can see all of my new and old videos updated and uploaded daily, uncut and uncensored. www.icearms.com. /forums, and Dylan@icearms.com is where you can get me with all questions and comments. So that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.